What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today is Friday, May 20th, and I hope you guys have had an exciting weekend planned ahead of you, because today we're going to be talking about which altcoins you should be looking out to invest in this current bear market or bear trend. Now, we know there's a lot of volatility in the market, and due to current circumstances, due to inflation and rate hikes, we are seeing some crazy price action, not just cryptocurrency, but also stock markets and other things as well. Now, with that said, none of these different coins that I'm providing for you in this video is financial advice, so please do your own research and never invest more than what you're willing to lose. So guys, be sure to watch this video throughout its entirety and don't miss a single thing, because I have some juicy details to share with you in these investments. So with that said, guys, as always, be sure to like up that button, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to join our Patreon page, and most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I'll never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So with that said, let's go ahead and begin. Now, we do know that the total market cap is 1.25 trillion. Now, that is quite substantially low. Now, if we do know, sometimes we do want to see Bitcoin hit around the 2 trillion mark. And the reason Bitcoin and the whole cryptocurrency market should be in the 2 trillion is because we can see amazing price action. Say, for instance, Bitcoin would probably be around $40,000 to $60,000. We know Ethereum could reach up to $5,000. Cardano even up to $3, and Solana even up to its all-time high of $250, so forth and so on. But there's so many different coins, guys, but there's only really three that I want to bring up today. Three coins that I think are great in the overall scheme of things, and I think have a most promising future and can do really well if you place your bets right. So we do know that Bitcoin is the king of crypto. And the reason I'm not putting Bitcoin on this list is because Bitcoin, for some people, is just way too expensive. And I have better coins out there that I think could have major gains. Bitcoin is a great store of value. So if you have tons of wealth, this is a great place to put it, in my own opinion. Because holding it here, at least, we know over time in the past years, has actually grown substantially, hundreds of percents, compared to the US dollar, compared to the Dow Jones, compared to the stock market, even compared to gold. So if you have a ton of money out there, obviously Bitcoin is the answer, right? But I'm talking about normal people who just want to have substantial gains, but don't have so much in their pocket. So here are my three coins. I'm going to start with the most riskier coin, but I think it's definitely worth investing in. Now, the reason that is ApeCoin. Now, ApeCoin is ranked number 32 in the total coin market cap, and not much that I talk about ApeCoin in this atmosphere. And it's because there's a lot of speculation, there's a lot of judgment around this coin, and we'll talk about it in a little bit. But if we look here, at the all-time high price, it was around $26. Now, the reason it reached this price is because people had to acquire 305 ApeCoin in order to mint one of these lands that they had for their metaverse, and that was for the other side. So obviously we saw an all-time high up this price, but ever since then there was a lot of different events that had happened, really bad minting. Ethereum gas fees were substantially high, into the thousands. No one could participate. Normal people who didn't have a lot of money were pretty sad, and a lot of people did lose some money in their gas fees. So we did see a huge decrease after that, but also it was following the bear trend that we are in currently right now. And right now we are actually in a really steady price of around $7 and up. So the reason I'm bringing this coin up is because this actually has the most promising value out of most metaverses. The reason I say that is because I would say that this is now considered a blue chip metaverse project. I mean, for a metaverse project compared to Sandbox, Decentraland, and even TCG World, it's in the top 100, not even just that, the top 50. Even ranked number 32. That's kind of impressive if you consider that we're in a current bear trend. A lot of people are, having a lot of substantial losses. And that could be due to that they have a ton of liquidity based off of their Bored Ape sales, but also based on the amount of capital that they've raised, not just with their apes, but also with the ape holders. So people who've owned these NFTs have definitely contributed their funds back into this. Plus, they've had a lot of VC investments into the hundreds of millions into ApeCoin. So that's really good to know. But also, crazy development. I mean, if you guys didn't know, they have actually already showed their metaverse. So it was kind of, rumored that, this is just hype and it's going to take maybe a year or so for this metaverse to be built. Well, they have actually develop the metaverse. So if you can see in this clip, you're seeing rough layouts of what the metaverse is going to look like over there. So as you can see here, this is the gameplay. This is on a PC. Now, we don't know if this is going to be available on the Mac, but again, this is how their metaverse is going to look like. And so I'm really excited to see this type of work being shown because it's showing that it's real. It's easy to obtain. So it's not just some guessing. It's not some prediction like this game is going to come out anytime soon. It's actually showing you right here. So that's really cool that Other Side Meta did announce this. But also their land sales continue to do really well. Now, we did actually see the lowest price of around 2.5 Ethereum during this recent scare. We did have a bit of a scare. The whole cryptocurrency market was taking a dip, and so people wanted to sell off their land assets to take profit. Maybe they were fearful, but still, even after that, we're still seeing a good price of around 3.2 and up Ethereum. So, you know, people are definitely buying into this every single day. And if we definitely look at the activity, people are still holding steady on these prices, and you're seeing these prices and these sales happen almost every 10 minutes. So obviously people aren't cheap about it, and also they are spending tons of money. Again, a lot of this money is going to flow back into ApeCoin. That's really important for you to know. So that is healthy when you consider that if you compare this to other metaverses, they aren't really selling that much. They're selling maybe a couple hundred to a couple thousand. This is actually way more than that, as you can see from this price action. Again, this is happening almost every single 10 minutes at the time of this recording. So that's really cool. And also, if you go to their website, really cool stuff. I mean, if you hold any of these deeds, these other deeds or other side lands, well, they're already going to allow you to be part of their demo where you can become a voyager and experiment and see what other mysteries that are being held within this metaverse, creatures and codas. So guys, that's really cool to see. And last but not least, there has been some speculation around ApeCoin having a migration to a different layer 1 blockchain. So this is just, you know, rumors. It's not like anything that is official. There was just some interest from Avalanche and Flow to providing ApeCoin a layer 1 solution as a subnet. So they're pitching to ApeCoin and Yuga Labs to build as a subnet on Avalanche. If we know about Avalanche, Avalanche is basically a blockchain that allows little mini blockchains like subnet blockchains to build underneath it. But again, Avalanche is so early on in its stage, we don't know if there's ever going to be a hack at any point. If there are multiple chains built under that one blockchain, it could be completely catastrophic for the whole company. And as you know from Terra Luna Labs, we know that from there, we believe that USTT and also the company was going to do really well, and that ended up tanking, and now there's lawsuits, and Do Kwon, the founder, is in danger. So, you know, please be very careful in terms of investing in those coins, but just keep that in mind. I think that this definitely has some promise, because ApeCoin is one thing, but if ApeCoin decides to work with Avalanche, I'd be a little weary. So ApeCoin by itself right now is still sticking with layer 1. And also another thing is that people are concerned, like, well, what would happen for all of the assets built on Ethereum, like the land? Well, that's the thing. I don't think this is going to happen. But again, this is just something I want to share with you in case this is something that's going to be entertained in the future. So what's the second coin that I'm going to bring up? And that second coin is Solana. Now, Solana is ranked number 9 in the total market cap. Now, you have seen that this price has drastically dropped almost 80% from $250 to almost $50. Now, the market cap is around 16 million. It has definitely been a lot higher than that at its all-time high. But guys, the reason I'm bringing Solana up is because we did see its all-time high price around 250. But what makes me so bullish around this is one simple thing. Is so many developers are building on this blockchain. You got to follow where smart money is going to go, and smart money is going to go where people are building, right? When things are in a dip, no one cares about the price if developers are building. Builders build in bear markets. And Solana has the best GameFi projects, the best metaverse projects, but also the best NFT projects. And what is that NFT marketplace? That is Magic Eden. Now, Magic Eden, we know, is a huge competitor to OpenSea, and OpenSea we know is on Ethereum. But what you need to know is that the amount of active transactions, the amount of active users is just astronomical. And one of the top collections overall has been one and only one, and that is OKBears. So if you look over here, OKBears continues to substantially bring in almost $1.5 million in trading volume, and it continues to break new borders. But this has also attracted a lot of Ethereum bulls. So a lot of Ethereum holders like Bored Ape people have been interested in acquiring these OKBears. So OKBears has actually broken that barrier and has a lot of liquidity flowing back into Solana. So the daily active addresses on Solana has actually grown substantially, and those unique wallet addresses has grown even more. It's actually grown a lot more compared to things on Ethereum and OpenSea. So what else is there going on? We do know that Magic Eden tops OpenSea in daily trading volume as Solana NFTs heat up. So just know that in the past 24 hours that has happened, but I think this is continuing to go forward. But there could be one catalyst event that could change this, but this is why I think Solana is actually a great investment, because I think that it can grow substantially in the next bull run. And at the price of around less than $50, you're getting this price in where VCs would invest in. VCs were invested into Solana at around $200+. So imagining buying at $50 or less, you're almost being a VC. You're almost a whale in some way buying into these prices. Even I hold Solana as one of my big bags because I'm very bullish on the project and I'm bullish on the people who develop. Again, follow the smart money, follow the developers. So let that be a lesson. But what is that catalyst event that could change Solana's bull run? Even though I'm very bullish on this, again, this is just my own opinion. So this is my first, last, and favorite coin of all, and that is Ethereum. Now, Ethereum, we know right now got a lot of great news going on. So right now it's currently ranked number 2 out of the whole coin market cap, trading at around $1,900. Now, what you do need to know is that we have a huge discount here. What am I talking about? Look at this price right here. We're at $1,900. We've seen that all the way back in 2021 in July. But also, if you look back, I mean, guys, this is such a crazy time to be dollar cost averaging. You're getting literally more than half off on this coin. So if you're wondering why Ethereum, why would Ethereum be the catalyst event that could change Solana's bull run? Well, there's something going on that I think could change the whole NFT marketplace, but also the whole ecosystem. And that is this. We know that right now, just announced a couple days ago, Ethereum is nearing its major upgrade as the testnet is set to undergo merge in June. So if you guys don't know what that is, the testnet is obviously going to allow people who build with Ethereum to test if there are any errors in the Ethereum ecosystem. So the testnet happens before the mainnet to see any bugs. And not only that, this testnet, they are putting a huge bug bounty program for developers and hackers. What does that mean? Well, they are putting up to $250,000 to even $500,000 rewarded to people who can find any bugs within the system, because they want this mainnet merge to happen. They want there to be no errors. So they're paying top dollars, making sure that people address these errors so that we have a smooth transition over to proof of stake. And if you think that isn't close by enough, well, think of it like this. This was just recently announced, and that is that Ethereum proof of stake merge will most likely happen this August. Now, we do know that there's a lot of different delays happening with Ethereum, but this was sooner than I expected. I expected it to happen around September or October. So if we go into the proof of stake merge, that would be a game changer. And this is something that everybody's been looking forward to for such a long time. Now, the total volume locked here is billions of dollars. How much is that? I'm talking about $70 billion worth of US dollars is locked into Ethereum 2.0. Those people cannot withdraw that money. They cannot cash out on that money because they believe that this proof of stake is going to happen. You know why? Because Ethereum has the largest global network compared to any other layer 1 blockchain. Yes, they have gas fees. Yes, they have slow transactions. But when this happens, it's going to completely change the game. Huge competitors like Solana, Avalanche, even Polygon, eating away at Ethereum's market is going to change now if this happens, right? And there are some speculations around the delay. So keep in mind that this merge could fuel a huge breakout. So just recently at the Web 3.0 ETH Developer Summit in Shanghai, this is when Vitalik Buterin had said and mentioned about this merge happening. Now, he believes that the Earth merge will happen and that the Ropsten testnet will mark a key development milestone for the altcoin. Now, TA Analysis believe that the Ethereum price could hit 2,800 before it has a little retracement, which is believable. This is kind of like, buy the rumor, sell the news. So you buy the rumor that the testnet's going to happen, but most likely there will be a sell-off and people are going to take their profits because, all right, testnet's done, but we still got to wait until the August merge or even September or October. Now, even Preston Van Loon, an Ethereum core developer, announced that the merge could be in its debut early August. So even he is mentioning this as well. Now, from his own words, Vitalik Buterin acknowledged, if everything goes well, the plan is for the merge to happen in the summer. If there are no problems, then the merge will happen in August, right? If there are no problems. But if there are going to be problems, they have to have a little bit of leeway. So they may delay it from September or October if possible. Ethereum may finally become the proof of stake network, which is something that we've all been waiting for. We're not going to have to wait until next year. No matter what, it seems like it's going to happen this year just based on what he's saying. And again, he wouldn't say this unless he felt confident that what he's saying, we're going to be moving there. And also, Anthony Sassano, co-founder of the ETH research tool, he commented, I believe that there will be 3 public testnets run through the transition. And if all goes smoothly, then mainnet will be scheduled shortly after. Now, this is a brief model of what the merge is going to look like, but this is all you need to know. ETH 1.0 is an execution layer. ETH 2.0 is a consensus layer, and all the merges is going to merge the execution and consensus layer together. So what does that mean? That means that the reduction of issuance with ETH is going to reduce to 90%, which is crazy because that's going to subtract a lot of ETH supply with even the help of the London hard fork where they introduced the EIP 1559. EIP 1559 has created a deflationary aspect to Ethereum, reducing the price. But it isn't enough because, again, we're still on a proof of work mechanism. But once we switch over to proof of stake, again, reducing the issuance of 90% and more on top of EIP 1559, consider this a deflationary asset and it could be the silver to Bitcoin's gold. That would be insane. But also, a last thing I want to share with you guys is what people have been talking about, the triple halvening event. And what does this mean? Well, the Ethereum triple halvening narrative predicts a massive rally in ETH's price as the altcoin heads closer to the merge. The narrative was first proposed by Nikhil Shamatpant, an Ethereum researcher and analyst. Shamatpant argued that the Ethereum transition from proof of work to proof of stake could act as a catalyst, similar to Bitcoin's halvening. And we know Bitcoin halvening happens every 4 years. And every time the halvening happens, Bitcoin's bullish price, bullish breakout always happens because there's less Bitcoin in supply. So the London hard fork is an implementation which we talked about as EIP 1559, which is a stepping stone in the ETH tripling halvening event. Now, with the successful burn of implementation, Ethereum is now inching closer to a transition to proof of stake on its mainnet. So Shamatpant believes that this will result in 90% reduction in ETH issuance. This reduction is the equivalent of 3 consecutive Bitcoin halvening events. So just think about that. This halvening event, if it's 3 times that, then the Bitcoin price is supposed to 2 or 3x from here. But I think based on my own speculation, let's expect it to just 2x, just to be safe, right? But there's going to be a lot of speculation around this. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. But for the global network to be a part of Ethereum, for the amount of people who use it for NFTs, for building, for developers, and the fact that we have over, millions of tokens of Ethereum being burned, which is worth a ton of money. That means that people are getting into Ethereum and they're not slowing down. So once this happens, this could affect Solana and other Layer 1 blockchains, but we don't know. We don't know. So guys, that's my first and last altcoin. Again, we're in a current bear market, bear trend. We don't know when we're going to get out of this. There's a lot of speculation of how far we're going to go. We may not bottom out, but I want to show you all these different coins in my own perspective. So guys, let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of my 3 altcoins that I think are really great investments during this current bear trend? Are you going to be dollar cost averaging at these prices, or do you think we're going to keep going downwards and that a later bottom will happen later on in the year and that you'll buy in at that price? Maybe you have 3 different other altcoins that you would want to bring up that I haven't addressed in this video, but if you do, please leave that comment down below and we'll do research on the video and we'll address it in the next one. So guys, with that said, thank you so much for tuning in. Let us keep going. Let us keep dollar cost averaging, and please always invest wisely. Never invest more than what you're willing to lose. So with that said, guys, as always, be sure to like up that button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching Cryptolution. Register on our Patreon page for our insider training tips and more. And don't forget to click on the affiliates link below to receive sign-up bonuses and access the Global Crypto Assets Exchange. Invest safely, and we'll see you on the next episode of Cryptolution.